honored to be part of this amazing group of speakers, which I don't think I have ever thought in my entire life as I grew up in Chittagong, not in Dhaka, that I will ever be even part of this room. So Alhamdulillah for this moment, and I'm truly honored and grateful. So, 12 মাসের 12 ফুল রে ফুটতে থাকে ডালে, এই পন্থে আইসে নাগর পড়তি সন্ধ্যাকালে. The moment these lines hit the audiences, suddenly there was a surge in search on Google about Mymensingh Gitika. Mymensingh Gitika, which is a collection of folklores and poetry and music dating back to hundreds of years, suddenly found its footing in 2023 in urban Dhaka, in urban Kolkata. Over a few of the next few days, there are almost 140,000 reels got created, which the young adults and teens viewed 40 million times, which a fact that will always stay unimagined by the poet who actually orated Dewan Bhabnar Pala. So back in 2021, when we started working for Coke Studio Bangla, there was this mind-blowing realization that really hit us, that our music has been telling us the story of who we are, at least for 1 millennia. And our music is a bit unique. It is narrative in nature, thus becoming the perfect time capsule of our days gone by, our current lifestyle, and the hope that we have for our future. Many of our historical timestamps actually been placed in music, be it Muktir Gan in 1971, Bhasha Andoloner Gan from 1952, Gano Bhutaner Gan, Tebhagar Gan, to our Lalabai Ghumparani Mashi Pishi Moder Bari Esho, where we talk about Borgis, which are actually Marathi invasion that is dating back to 1741. That's how big our music as a storyteller is. And often when I'm talking to people who are non-Bangladeshi about how unique our music is, I often start with this small anecdote that our music is as such that every aspect of a Bangladeshi life can be actually narrated in or found in music. We have music which calls for rain, Allah meg de pani de. Then again we have poetry that says, Ja brishti theme ja, kalke ashish, ajke na. So the river that we speak of, which is almost the bloodline of our country, that gives us festivities and joys, right? Like but at the same time, that river also tells the stories of woes, separation, displacement, and draws the parallel of our lifestyle, the uncertainty of this delta that we call home, Amar Desh. In February 2022, there were a group of people who were actually standing in this porch after a launch event. And we were chill. It was slightly chillier evening. And we had no clue the journey that was actually unfolding in front of us. The overwhelming scenarios, the numbers, the love that we are going to see. We had no clue that over the course of the next 20 months, there would be at least 410,000 conversations that will happen on our indigenous music, our artisan music. We had no clue that the music that has stemmed from this country, this root, that will get globally 1 billion love in the form of reels, likes, views, and performances. And 1 billion, ladies and gentlemen, that's the population close to China or India. We have about 170 million people in the country, right? And the music that is coming from this country through this one channel only got viewed about 380 million times. That's twice the size of our population. And that is the power of our music. We always talk about the youth, which is the thumb stopper generation. They don't have time more than 8 seconds. But this is the generation from where 1.2 million of them took their time out, made a performance, made a fan art, made a content to pay tribute to Bangladeshi music. The love for Bangladeshi music and the magic of Bangladeshi music actually proven every of our speculations wrong. And we started seeing that another facade of our identity, Bangladeshi identity, starting to unveil. That identity gets bits and pieces from all over the country. We, in 20 months, have only been able to go to small number of places: Dhaka, Narayanganj, Norsingdi, Mymensingh, Dinajpur, Pabna, Bongram, then Sylhet, then Cox's Bazar, Bandorban, and of course Chittagong and Khulna. However, from these places, we could only collect 200 artists and their stories. And that stories, their songs, their tunes are making the entire nation vibe. And our entire identity also talks about the authenticity of emotions we have. Hate lage ব্যথা রে, হাত ছাইরা দাও সোনার দেওরা রে. A line that is now being played in an ICC cricket stadium, by the way. When the player is dropping a catch, audiences are singing, Hate lage ব্যথা রে, হাত ছাইরা দাও সোনার দেওরা রে. Meet Fozlu Machi, the creator of this song, who, with his troupe, performed this for Noka Baich in his village, who, when we were launching the song, did not have time to come over for the launch because, guess what? That was Dhan Kata season and that was his priority. And now, today, his song actually not just gets into ICC cricket, which is in the subcontinent, but also get all the way to Tanzania. So that's Kili Paul, a famous TikToker from Tanzania who's grooving to the song written by Fozlu Machi back in Bongram while he is working with his fellow farmers on the boat. And the third thing that we amazingly realized, that the moment we unleashed the power of our local dialects, local languages, the nuances we unearthed were unparalleled. We have for decades really been going after Shuddha Bhasha, the urban style of life, when we were approaching our music and culture. But when we looked into unearthing the small nuggets which are lying in our local dialects and our regional languages, the magic that we found was unparalleled. So if I take even, say, a Chatgaya song like a Muritin, when we say, Hakku hashe rukku rukku chinat hojjetan, that can never be expressed in Bangla. Or from Khulna, if someone says, Chui jhal gosh khaya aisi, dheka utse sheram, it cannot be expressed in Bangla. And I think we will forever be indebted to Animesh Roy and his entire Hajong community for giving us this beautiful term called Nasek Nasek that truly represents dancing with joy, which can never be explained in Bangla. And the language which was previously spoken by a few thousand people in a smaller community, the entire nation, albeit the entire world, is now vibing to that. So that's the true power of music, and that's the true power of our own identity. Bangladesh is right now the 35th largest economy. We have about 52% of our population under the age of 35. We are this super young, indomitable force which is ready to take its position in the world, truly claim its own crown. But while we do that, our own identity, our hyper-local identity is giving us more strength, telling the people who we are as uniquely Bangladeshi. Over the period of last 20 months, we have seen more than 2,000 international reviewers coming in, creating contents, and they're just super amazed to think, what is this Bangla music? Why haven't we known about this so far? Look at just the titles, how amazed they are. A person from Argentina saying, oh my God, in Kotha Koyona, that guy is actually playing Patar Bashi. We used to play like that. That happens in Bangladesh. What is this Bangladesh? And the moment they started looking into the music, of these songs, they started taking interest in the Bangladeshi artist discography. And over, they're inventing, discovering the beauty of our music. Often we see that we hear, this is urbanization, people are moving out from the country. Will our culture be preserved? Will we lose our culture? And this is what we have to say over there. As long as we find it in our language, our dialect, our regional language, our stories, and on our tunes, to celebrate every moment of life, to celebrate rain, to ask for rain, to sow paddy, to dance in a wedding, the cohort, the identity of Bangladeshi music is here to stay. It's here to take the world over, world stage, for at least another millennia. Joshimuddin and Kazi Nazrul's verses will be sang. Hashim Mahmood's will keep on writing new verses. Shojan Baidar Ghat or S.M. Sultan's paintings will find their ways into our world, and Bono Bibis will keep on enchanting us. Thank you so much.